Ladies and gentlemen, you're back with another craft beer review with the Kissing Cousins Skinny Jeans.
To the tank.
Let's get it going! Off the Tap, that's our Facebook page. Off the Tap 2018, that's our Instagram. Untapped and Twitter are Off the Tap too. And our email is offthetapgb2018@gmail.com. Hit us up if you're like, yeah, we should probably sponsor these guys. They're fun, they're informative, they know what they're doing, and they seem like a great time. Or if you're like, hey, I knew Skinny Jeans used to do some craft beer cocktails, I got some ideas for them, or craft beer foods. Hell, we dabble in a little bit of the culinary arts from time to time and cook with some craft stuff, so...
Even if it doesn't turn out, we'll still do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, whatever, we're up for anything. So, that's where you can find us. Anyway, YouTube, hit that subscribe button, check us out on IGTV, make sure you're getting all the push notifications so you know when the hell we have new content coming out.
Twice a week.
Let's
videos.
go! We're doing 6 Point Brewing Cosmic Handshake. This is a collab that they did with Victory Brewing, which is also another brewery out of New York. So, 6 Point is out of Brooklyn. They opened up in 2004, and they've pretty much hit the ground running ever since. They are known for quite a bit of different things, like some wild styles, IPAs and sours and such, and I don't know, what's their, let me check my notes here. That's what it was, the mad scientist approach. So like, they pride themselves on just wild, putting in different ingredients, like
Experiments.
Experiments, yeah. And that's one thing that they have done. I've known a few of the brews that I've had from them.
Yeah, they're different style. Like there's same style, but there's a different attitude to them, and they taste totally different than you expect.
Yeah, absolutely. The one that I had recently, I love their Puff Puff. That was great. That came out last winter, if I'm not mistaken. And then they had one recently. I can't recall the name, but it was like it was brewed with, what was it, the Sauvignon grapes or how do you know?
I had their resin, and I didn't care for it.
No,
that was too much for me.
That thing is, well, I think it says right on the can, hop candy.
Yeah.
So it's like
rough.
You know it's gonna be like it's gonna be hoppier than hell.
Yep, it was way too much for me.
Yeah. So they have like the nautical symbol wrapped around the Red Hook logo, which is I think where they originally started brewing was Red Hook, New York, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but they're a port town, so that's kind of the story behind like their whole logo. It's got like the 6 Point star, which hello, they're 6 Point Brewing. One thing that was very interesting to me is they were bought out in 2018 by a brewing company that already owned Southern Tier and Victory. So this collaboration with Victory should come as no surprise.
Right, it's within the company.
Yeah, so they have a 7,000 square foot brewery. I think there's a tap room attached to that. And the last that I was able to find is they pumped out like 60,000 barrels a year. So I don't know if that is super recent or if it was a while ago. I mean, as you guys hear us talk ad nauseum, it's hard to find information on some of these places, but that's pretty much what we got.
Yeah, you know why I bought this beer?
Why?
Because like 3 days before I actually bought it, I watched this video. It was Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. And they were just like shaking, they were about to shake hands. He's like, should we do this? We don't know how the universe is going to end. The greatest thing ever, dude. And I'm like, man, that's great. That's great. I'm going to buy this.
Cosmic Handshake. All right.
It's a double New England style IPA, sour. There's a lot going on in this beer.
Mm.
They have Idaho 7, Citral Lulipin powder, I believe is what it is.
Also
Lulipin
yeah.
powder. It's basically just
Lupulin powder.
Lupulin.
Yeah.
Rooflin.
Rooflin? Damn, why you go keep going
there you go with that word again. But that is basically the flavors of the hop, it's not the bitterness.
Mm.
So that's what they wanted to get out of it, full hop flavors. And then it's kettle sour. So, and it's a New England style, so it should be, it says it's hazy, but I've seen hazier beers than this.
Yeah.
That's pretty clear, actually.
One fun fact about the owners of this company were they both met, which is kind of fun for us. They both met at the University of Wisconsin.
Nice.
And one of the owners actually grew up in Milwaukee. So I'm not sure where their distribution starts and ends, but I feel like getting to Wisconsin was probably pretty important for them,
Right.
considering their roots that they had to this place.
There's also mosaic hops in this, dude. Something that needs to be paired right.
Right.
Or it's crap.
We found out the hard way.
It's a 9%er. It's heavy. And for like sours, like normally most sours we have are low.
Yeah.
But this is a double New England.
We've been
sours.
nailing some heavy ABV beers the last 2 days doing reviews. We're just like, hey, let's do this one. It's in the fridge. Let's knock it out. And we're like, great, 10%.
I'll drive later.
Yep, with our eyes closed, really fast, backwards. All right.
All right, so let's give her a whirl. All right, you get citrus and sour. A punch to the nose, just citrus and sour.
Citrusy more than anything. You can definitely taste that kettle sour.
That beer, oh, my jaw was locked up. Definitely that sour, tart, pucker up.
It almost
And
reminds me.
it's mellow though. Like there's not a lot of bitters. Like
No.
they're going for.
It almost reminds me of Collective Arts Mash Up the Jam, but maybe not as hoppy.
Yeah, like this beer is. I think it's more sour than anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's a lot going on. This is complex, like very complex.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely got that.
Like you don't expect from the smell, you don't expect to lock up the jaw.
No.
Like you get more like your oranges and your lemons and lime. Like
It was definitely way more citrusy, so I just assumed that it was going to be a bit more hoppy, especially because the ABV is 9%.
Yeah.
I expected it to have more of an IPA feel to it.
Nope. Not at all.
That's the opposite.
This is like a really high ABV sour, honestly.
Yeah.
That's good.
Drinkability is
I'm going advanced.
advanced. Yeah. Yep.
That's a lot.
I'm not telling anybody to try this if
they're not into craft beer 100%. Don't get them in it.
Even I know it's kind of an IPA. I'm not suggesting this to anyone that wants to try IPAs. I'm certainly not telling someone who is trying to get into sours to try this. Ooh, excuse me.
Whew. No, like this is so complex. There's a lot going on.
Well, and that's like we talked about earlier. The beers that we've had from them, I mean, there's a lot, and it's scientific.
Well, and that's like kind of what they wanted out of this beer. Is something that's just gonna be like, whoa, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Like, it's cosmic. It's out of this world.
Out of this world, man. By the way, Bill and Ted 3 coming out soon.
Oh god.
Speaking of cosmic.
Wow. There's some tartness to this beer.
It's definitely, it gives you lockjaw.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
like, I'm probably only gonna have one or two of these beers.
Do we call this the ex-girlfriend factor whenever something gives you lockjaw? Off the rails, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, gotta keep it somewhat humorous, right?
Right? Oh my god. Dude, I don't even know if I can finish this. Like, I'm gonna get gut rot. Like, it's already hitting me.
It is. So I was like burping up earlier, and I was like,
Yeah, it's hitting me already. It's like, it's gonna lock that jaw right up, and your stomach's gonna hate you. My stomach hates me all the time, though.
I like it. I mean, it's different, but I don't know if we can have multiple.
I think I can have like one 16-ounce can, and then I have to switch to something else.
Yeah.
And I kind of do that with a lot of beers. Though. It's like I'll drink one, and I'm like, I gotta switch it up and get a different flavor profile, and then go back, and I constantly switch up beers. That's where I kind of get messed up at night. Like, yeah, just keep going.
But if you were to have a 4-pack of this, like it comes in.
Oh, dude, I'd be out. I'd be done. I'd be puking.
Yeah.
Probably would be drunk.
It's a
good buzz.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to. I mean, when you're tasting it, I don't think you know what to expect, and even when it's going down your throat, you're like, what am I drinking right now? And it's not a bad thing.
It's not like the bacteria like smell. When you do kettle sours, you get a lot of that bacteria smell. I don't smell that. I just smell the citrus.
We just
So
had
it doesn't turn you away from that, but it's.
we just had that one from, was it Drafting Table, that was very like bacteria, and
Yep.
they were like, oh
It
wow.
smelled like it. The flavor was good,
Mm-hmm.
but the smell turned me away. I'm like, Jesus.
These sours are just like, every time I try a new one, it floors me. I don't understand it.
You get some floral notes in that, dude. There is some floral notes in there too. This is weird. I know it's 7 maybe, but it's weird. Dude, it's really complex. Like you can talk about it forever.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much going on, like you can keep tasting it, keep smelling it, and something's gonna be different.
I
There's
like-
a lot going on with it.
I like trying 6 Points beers just because, like, you never know what you're gonna get, and it's a lot of fun flavors, a lot of things that are different that no one else is trying. And that's the mad scientist, man.
All right.
Cheers. Keep her tuned.